Hey guys, and welcome back to another Witcher 3 episode of the DLC Blood and Wine. Last time we finally found the Professor Murrow's laboratory and we learned some more about mutations. We tested it out on ourselves, that's why we're still almost naked here. And yeah, now we can finally do the mutation process. Sadly, I can't do it yet because I'm still lacking the ingredients for it. But we'll be figuring that out throughout the game. So I'm gonna give Geralt some clothing now. That would be good for him. And then we're gonna leave the laboratory and then we're gonna take a look what other quest we could be doing. No, didn't want to go there. Oh, okay, so we are still swimming here. Let's go to the service, don't want to risk it. Where the hell are we? Well, as you can see, we left the laboratory. And we're gonna figure out which next quest we're going to do. I think I'm gonna go for that one quest I wanted to do before. Or we could do a Witcher contract. It is possible, but I do want to focus on level 35, 36 things first, so I don't risk missing those because I'm levels too high. So I want to keep doing it by level. So then I'm still going to do this one. It's going to be a long road, but I guess we'll just have to deal with that. I hope there's an easy way out here, because I don't see anything. Okay. The guards must probably be thinking, what the hell did he do in the water there?
All is in order.
Good, good, good. Oh, see, I don't see anything. The game is quite dark for me right now. I should turn it up a bit. Okay, can't find it. Well, never mind. Why is there always a drunk guy whenever we're around?
My legs.
Ooh.
I can't feel my legs.
You can't feel your legs. Let's see if there's anything to be found on this road. You never know. So I'm gonna go here. Then I'm gonna travel here. And then we're gonna take... I think I'm gonna travel here because that's an easier road to go through, and then we're gonna go that way. I need to find a simple way.
You're in Beauclair.
I am behaving, okay? Alright.
Nice tune.
I don't get the Geralt's random lines because there is not a tune, so what does trigger that? I don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna travel here. No, I'm going to travel here because this is my house. I didn't even check this area yet, and it looks like there's a chest, so I can finally get rid of the other mastercrafted stuff that I'm not using at all. So I'm gonna go there first, and then I'm gonna finally move to the lake area and see what is in store for us there. I don't know. So this is our home now. Oh, I can't zoom in. Okay. Well, let's take a look then. There's the chest. Ah!
Welcome home, sir.
Thank you.
I am Barnabas Basil-Foulty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral
I don't care,
Rompali,
as long as
who,
you do
as
your
you are
job,
certain
so
to know,
I believe
is
you.
an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it
Oh, now
all
he's
to
all
me.
excited,
I shall
of course.
organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
Oh, so we need to be asked. Okay, fine. I never care about history of places. But since it is an important question, apparently, let's just ask him to tell more about this place.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rauschert, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Okay. Yeah, let's just ask him to give us a tour. Why not? Then at least we know what we can be finding, because I only know that there's a chest, and maybe there are other things that are hidden. We don't know, so let's just ask him to show us around.
Mind giving me a little tour to Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
That guy's so excited that we finally arrived. Now he can do his job.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Nice.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details.
Oh, God.
Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Nice. I guess that happens there. That once it runs in a family, you keep doing it.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
I do want to check that out.
Baron Rauschert ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Yeah, surprised that Geralt is so interested in the stories.
Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Okay. How long is this tour going to be? I'm bored already.
Monsieur Bolius, his wife Nina, kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
At least a good song is coming in right now. Can we now finally see what her home looks like?
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good idea, Geralt. You should do that. Hello, people. You're all awake now.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Geralt just leaves everything behind. I feel bad for them that they had to clean up the corpses.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Just a bit of subtle paint, yeah. Now we can finally enter.
And welcome inside.
I don't see anything.
On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few
Oh,
paintings, for
so we can
instance, would breathe
actually
new life
talk
into
to
the
him to
earth
upgrade some
immediately.
stuff?
With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification,
Sure,
consider me
yeah, we're
at your
gonna do
service
that.
on the matter.
I do always
Think I'll
like
take
to
you up on
upgrade
that.
stuff.
Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
We can start with that already. I don't know how much gold we have, but...
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin
Stables.
this rejuvenation.
So that Roach has a nice place. Oh, we only have 2 choices. I hope there will be additional choices after this. Okay. Well, the stable is part of the grounds, I think, so let's do that. Because Geralt is not around at all. But yeah, you know.
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more... useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir...
Oh, that
it would
is
be
a good
wise to
idea.
put in a grindstone and an armorer's table.
Yep,
A good way to start things off, don't you think?
definitely. Oh, we can only choose one? Need an armor repair table because my armor is already going to the bad quality right now. Because I used it a lot already. But could we just do both? I want both.
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent
But
work
maybe
table
it
where I
will
could do
take
all
a
that.
while before it
Admiral
will stand
Rompali
there.
once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
Oh yeah, maybe we can do both, or everything we want. Yeah, order table, I do
Good.
have thousands.
Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive.
That takes too long!
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Yeah, let's also do the grindstone then, so I can immediately upgrade that
In my
stuff.
trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Order a grindstone.
Then
Let's
send
go
out
with
for
that.
one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow.
Oh, we're gonna do some
Will you
meditation
be
then.
needing anything else, sir?
Let's do some work on the house.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompeli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Oh, we don't even have the money anymore. Never mind. Ah, that sucks. I think I'll have to do the Gwent competitions in order to make that money.
Need to think it over some.
I understand, of course. As the venerable Lady Eve Knibley would so quaintly put it, the rash oft contract rashes.
Sure. We'll discuss this later. Rather broach some other topic now.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today. But I wanted to ask you something else.
I shall be glad to answer
I don't think there are
every
any other
sir.
questions, actually. No, that's it. So long.
Thanks.
Done.
Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna do some meditating so that we can at least use the grindstone already and the armorer's table and improve everything we have. Now I need to... What is that? What's this? Use. Hello. Use. Oh! We can put down all the books. That is handy. Even if you later sell a book, the contents will still be available here. On the left, you can select books, scrolls, and letters, and the contents will be shown in the center of the screen. I think I have read everything. There's no use right now. Use. Oh. Oh, because I upgraded or at least used the library right now, I can get an additional bonus. But I didn't do anything with the alchemy laboratory in the stables yet. In the first level. How can I unlock that then? I want to do that first.
For your dolly sleep has flown